After winning 4 straight, the Jets lost to the Patriots 22-17 at MetLife Stadium. So New York Post Jets beat writer and co-host of the Gangs All Here podcast, Brian Costello, joins me now so we can talk some Jets storylines. Now, Brian, winning masks everything, and this didn't look like the Jets team that was on a 4-game high. So how big of a loss was this for the team that was trending in the right direction? And could this loss be the beginning of a downward spiral?
Yeah, it was a big loss, Brandon, just because it was the Patriots. They had the momentum of the 4-game winning streak. You know, it felt like it could be a big statement game for them to win, and they didn't. As far as a downward spiral, I think the downward spiral could be because they're playing the Patriots, Bills, Patriots, and then, you know, over these 3 weeks. Patriots on Sunday, then they get the Bills this Sunday, bye week, and then they come back against the Patriots. Those are tough games. So I don't know if this game leads to a downward spiral or Josh Allen helps that along, but they've got a tough stretch coming up here to win, and they're going to have to get back to the formula that they were winning with, which was defense and running the ball.
All right, so you're saying scheduling could be a tribute to the downward spiral, but a lot of people, especially on social media, are saying Zach Wilson could be the reason. I mean, they're 4-1 since he came back, but his numbers in those 5 games are 78 for 142, just over 1,000 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 INTs. Could the play of Zach Wilson keep the Jets out of the playoffs? And how close, I'm just going to add a little controversy in there. How close do you think we are to seeing Mike White take over as QB1?
You're a full-fledged media member now, Brandon, not in the controversy. Look, Zach Wilson could be the reason this team doesn't make the playoffs. Absolutely. Like the 4-game winning streak, I would take the Pittsburgh game off. I thought he did well in the fourth quarter, but the 3 games after that, they won around him. They won with defense and running the ball. And now they lost Breece Hall. So they're hurting in that regard. But, they weren't winning because of Zach Wilson. So he certainly could be the reason that they falter and don't make the playoffs. I think the rest of the team is kind of ahead of Zach Wilson right now in terms of their development. So in terms of Mike White, I don't think that's going to happen. Certainly could, I guess, if things really spiral out of control. But to me, this is still about finding out what you have in Zach Wilson, and he needs to play. You used the number 2 pick on him last year. I think it's too soon to give up on him. If he has a game, Brandon, where it throws 4 picks, in the first half, yeah, Mike White plays the second half. But to me, barring a catastrophe like that, I don't think you're going to see Mike White.
All right, I got a little bit more controversy for you.
All right.
Elijah Moore gave a cryptic response to a question about his chemistry with Zach Wilson. Is Elijah Moore on this team after the trade deadline?
I think he is, Brandon. I don't think they want to trade him. Obviously, he only played 10 snaps on Sunday. They're still working through the issues from a few weeks ago. And his answer about Zach Wilson, he's right. He's not getting the ball. I don't know how he's supposed to have chemistry with Zach Wilson right now when he's not catching the ball. He's getting 1 target a game, 10 snaps. So I didn't think his answer was that bad. I thought he was being honest. But I do think he'll be here. I don't think the Jets want to trade him. He's still very talented, and they just need to figure out how to get him back involved in the offense and back being a part of the program.
Positive vibes only with Brian Costello. Thanks for joining us, Brian.
Thanks, Brandon.